Listen, I grew up in a small town too. Okay, I understand what it's like to move to a new city, especially when you're young. You want to go out and meet people and talk to girls, and it's normal. But you're not trying to accomplish something normal. So you're going to be held to a higher standard. You've got to understand that.
I do. And look, I feel like an idiot, all right? I'm not even a huge partier or anything like that. I just got sloppy.
What exactly happened?
Honestly, I forgot to set my alarm, and somehow...
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got a WCBL matchup for you tonight with the High Flyers taking on the Attack from SAC.
Well, you know I'm excited for this one. It's a classic NorCal versus SoCal showdown. The Attack from SAC, obviously out of Sacramento, and the High Flyers are here in LA.
And the stars for the team tonight, it's Mills leading the way for the High Flyers with a newcomer, MP. And Drexel Carrington is the big name for the Attack from SAC.
And both of these players are viewed as blue-chip prospects, some of the best in the region. I'm sure there are plenty of scouts on hand waiting to see how they fare against similarly ranked talent. I mean, here in LA, the scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
And the lineup for the Attack from SAC. Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lund forming the front line. The starting five for the High Flyers. MP runs the show at the one. Devontae Mills is the two guard. Nathan O'Neill and Ben Gov are the forwards. And the man in the middle is Liam Callahan. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington. But they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as a player develops over their youth career. But first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
Well, you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday. Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington is just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
And a three in response. Back and forth we go.
Right back at you. I love this competitiveness.
And the shot falls.
Number 5.
Here's Pagan. Carrington outside. One with the pick. Lets it go from deep. And it's Carrington missing the look. Well, remember, guys, MP missed that game against Surf City. Apparently, that was for missing a morning practice, and the coach wasn't having it.
Look, the best thing that a young player like MP can do is use it as a chance to learn from his mistake. You can forget that these guys are still so young. And sometimes they need moments like these to understand what a coach expects of you.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Pass to Lund. Over it goes. Lund misses. The High Flyers with the lead. To the middle. It's Callahan. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
24.
Wow, I mean, and are you really surprised? That's Liam Callahan, paving his way to an inside score like it's a construction site.
Pass to Carrington. Shot to stop the run. And Callahan pulls it down.
Credit the D there. They got their hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the
2
release.
points.
Yeah, stayed very tight on him. Didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to
Substitution for High Flyers.
And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster. They'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and can stretch the floor.
Pass to Corcoran. Here's Hilton. And a missed layup.
He's far too tentative in the paint. and even more so when the defender is right up on him.
Three-pointer. That one's good. He's only missed one now. He's 5 for 6 from the floor.
Too easy. The defense can't just leave him out there.
Here's Mecca. Six to shoot. Pass to Olsen. Sack with another miss.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him right there.
It's good as the 5 others before it. He's now shooting 6 for 7. And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on these teams has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
Pass to Cunningham. To the right side. Here's Corcoran. Will it go? Rebound by Elmadawi. This one for 3. And another 3 for the Flyers.
And it hasn't just been one facet that helps them build the lead. They've been terrific all around.
It has been a complete performance, and the effort level's been fantastic too.
And the attack from Sac call time here.
A change needs to happen. They're getting blitzed in the paint.
Maybe time for a sub. Bring in another big. Get some more size out there, maybe?
Both teams deciding to change it up. High Flyers on D. 18 points separating the teams, and that's the biggest lead of the game. Martinez outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Carrington. Goes back up. And Callahan pulls it down.
And you can sense their frustration all the way from the booth. They feel the game slipping away.
Understandably so. They're on the wrong side of an impressive run.
And with MP coming from a more rural town and Carrington coming from Brooklyn, they have almost completely opposite backgrounds, guys.
Goes to show that great talent and great players can come from anywhere. What Carrington and MP both have in common is a willingness to compete and a love for the game of basketball.
Gets number 9 to fall. He's shooting 90% now.
They sure aren't taking their foot off the gas pedal. They just keep adding to their score.
Well, it's never really a good idea to back off. Doesn't look like they're even crossing their mind to do that tonight.
Pagan with it, and he's picked up by O'Neal. To the inside, and Lund slams it in.
Well, he's known for being a 3-and-D guy. Carrington is also a very willing passer. Terrific feed in the pick and roll.
Mills outside. Connects it from downtown.
They genuinely can't seem to miss a shot. This run they're on, it's just incredible.
Every time when the shot goes up, I think, well, this has to be the last one. They do it again. They look unstoppable.
Outside Carrington. One with the pick. 4-3. Carrington, no good. It'll count. What a play! He simply drains it at the buzzer.
What a humongous shot to cap their run going into the break. They finished off that half on a roll.
A dominating first half of play so far. It hasn't been close. High Flyers out in front, opening a huge gap, and will return right after this break. Welcome back, everybody. The High Flyers and the attack from Sac gearing up for the second half action in West Coast Basketball League. And in the back of the mind, for many of these prospects, they're aware that this is a tryout of sorts for the WCBL All-Star team.
Well, to land a spot on that stacked roster, I mean, that's an incredible opportunity and a great way to get exposure to top programs. But again, it's not all about the stats. It's about outperforming the other star prospects and doing things that set you apart from the crowd.
Here's Callahan, and he banks in the layup.
And he's been doing a great job of setting his team up for scores.
If I see the ball in his hands, I'm doing everything I can to get open right now, because you know he'll find you.
Here's Pagan. Outside Carrington. The three-pointer goes.
You know, Carrington is always on the hunt for these types of shots. Any chance he can get to hurt you from range.
Yep, that one goes.
They keep going to him, and he keeps coming through. He's leading the game in scoring.
Outside, Lund. Kicks it to Pagan. And it's off from three-point range. And it's flushed down with a nice jam.
We're getting a taste of Gov's all-around game, picking out a nice pass to log the assist.
Now Carrington. He's got 10. Now here's Lund. The shot off that time. A one-on-one situation. Now covered by Martinez. Gov outside. Pass to O'Neal. From outside the arc. Gets the three to fall.
You have to love his efficiency from range in this one.
Valuing each and every possession, taking only the shots he feels he can make.
Martinez outside. Outside Pagan. Can they get it? The high flyers grab the miss.
Oh, and they are very lucky to get away with the defensive lapse there. They gave him a wide open look at the three spot.
If you push it hard like that on the break, those are the easy buckets that'll be waiting for you.
Outside, Lund. And the whistle blows. It's going to go against Gov. That's foul number 2 for him.
Substitution for the attack from Sac, Adam Cunningham. Substitution for High Flyers.
Outside, Lund. Cunningham. Pass to Martinez. Shot clock at 6. Good work there as it goes.
He got hung up on a great screen and gave the shooter some wiggle room.
Yeah, for sure. If he sees any daylight at all, he's pulling the trigger.
And he lays it straight in.
It's just been so one-sided since halftime.
They've crushed them in the second half, and that's when it matters the most.
Pass to Lund. Returns it to Martinez. 5 to shoot. Expanding his range. Second shot chance. And it's Lund laying it in.
Yeah, look, it's inexcusable to not box out Lund. You deserve to get burned when you allow him free reign of the offensive boards.
Pass to Dunn. Sack grabs the miss.
And the coaches can't be happy with that ugly possession.
I agree. Probably not the shot that they wanted.
Here's Cunningham. He has 6. Back to Pagan. Here's a floater. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Making the save. Lund was right place, right time where his squad needed him to be to win the second chance look.
High arcing shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And boy, that shot takes soft touch.
Well, guys, we talked a lot about both of them coming into this match, but MP is having a much bigger impact so far in this one than Carrington.
He is. He's been the more aggressive player so far. MP isn't waiting for chances to come to him. He's making things happen whenever he's involved in a play, and I like what I'm seeing from this kid.
Now here's Martinez. Lund at the high post. And it's going to be 2 free throws through the contact on the shot.
First personal foul.
Using the size, Lund got into a position, and he forced the defense's hand.
Sac, Ivory Lund. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots are good from the stripe. And here are the high flyers now. it down with one hand.
Number 5.
He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
Carrington with it. Pass to Hilton. Returns it to Carrington. 6 on the shot clock. Olsen. Hilton. Off target with the 3. And here's the fast break.
It's been all about tempo and pace with them, and it's led to a big advantage in fast break points.
It's a big reason they're in front. All of that early offense, when they've had the chance to push it, they certainly have pushed it.
Here's Mecca. Lets it go from 14. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. With the crossover. Out to the right wing. Here's Cochran. Banked in off the glass.
Simply feeling it tonight. Most everything falling in.
And so here it's Sack. And here's Carrington. The 3 ball, good for another field goal. Now 50% on the night, 5 of 10. Well, his ability to defend and shoot, there is a lot to like about Drexel Carrington. No surprise he's ranked 112 on the 2K U250.
You look at how Carrington has grown the last few years, and his court vision has only seemed to grow with him. If he can continue this trend over the next few years, he could be one of the best in the class.
Lund with the pick. Carrington up top from the arc. Tipped. And it's out of bounds. The attack from Sack will retain possession.
For the attack from Sack, Austin Lund. Edward Martinez.
With just 5 to shoot. To the wing, right side. Pulled in by Casey. Shoots. Lund with the rebound. Carrington doubles. Lund.
Stay there.
Martinez outside.
Who's watching here?
Carrington for 3. The high flyers grab the miss. And he makes good on the layup.
Strong pass. Placed the ball right where his teammate needed it.
On offense, here's Sack. Martinez outside.
Yo, watch him.
Over Brock. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. From deep. Nails the 3-pointer.
Do you believe he's scored more than half the points? That's a major contribution right there.
Now Carrington.
You got him.
Carrington doubles, kicks it to Pagan. Now Lund from 3, and it's Brock with the rebound. Here's Casey. There's the 3, and the High Flyers another triple.
Surging ahead at the right time.
Gaining some separation and putting it out of reach.
Pass to Lund, and Lund slams it in.
Holy smokes, easy on the rim. Austin Lund bringing down the house.
Pagan defending.
Basket
It's good.
Number
What
5.
handles? He broke down the D, down all the way to the ground with that move.
Pass to Carrington. The shot's good. Pagan making the play.
I mean, this is why you got to be right up on Carrington, even when he doesn't have the ball yet.
Here's Almadawi.
Come around.
And it's rebounded by Martinez. Up top, Pagan.
High Flyers foul. First personal foul. Substitution for High Flyers. Richard Dunn. Alec Myers.
And so here it's Sack. Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
Well, I thought the most interesting part of the game was watching MP show what he's capable of. He's got that moxie. Just the way he carries himself, he gives off superstar vibes.
And he makes winning plays. Of course, on the other end, you have attack from Sack falling short.
Yeah, and Drexel Carrington showed off his 3 and D skills once again. But that alone wasn't good enough to get them the win. Still, he's got something that will garner interest going forward.
And so that'll do it for now. For Drake Hugo, Danny Hager, this is Joe Lamy. Thank you for joining us.
We'll catch up in a second, all right?
MP.
Hey.
Great game, man. Hey, that's exactly what you need to do to get the scouts' attention.
Man, I didn't know you was gonna be here.
Are you kidding me? You're my client now. I show up for my clients. Plus, Dion said that if I didn't look out for you, he'd ban me from the gym, and I can't have that.
Really? That's why I love that guy.
Yeah, he's the greatest. Hey, listen, I got some news for you. I talked to my guy who knows things, and it's looking like you are a lock for the All-Star game. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Man, that's gonna be lit.
Yeah, man. It's great. Hey,
Yes.
but listen, every game is a chance to raise or lower your stock.
Right.
So do not take your foot off the gas.
Never that, Mr. Kelly.
That's right. All right, man. I'll see you later, MP. Keep grinding.
Hey, thank you.
Yes.
WCBL action coming your way right here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got the Union Elite against the High Flyers in a showdown.
Well, both of these teams have had a strong showing this season, and I'm looking forward to seeing the stars of their respective teams, MP and Brandon Harris.
And for the High Flyers, MP and Mills leading the way. Not only can they both play, but they've got some great personality there as well.
Something about both of them just oozes star power. But none of that will matter once they get on the court. They'll have to let their game do the talking tonight. Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game. It's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
And taking the floor for Union Elite, it'll be Loon Diaz running the show from the point. Mitch Mitchell's at the off guard. Bird will be playing in the wing role. And the always dangerous Brandon Harris at power forward. Finally, Drew Robert holding down the center spot. The starting five for the High Flyers. MP runs the show at the 1. Devontae Mills is the 2 guard. Nathan O'Neill and Ben Gov are the forwards. And the man in the middle is Liam Callahan. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them. So at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
And the star for this Union Elite team is Brandon Harris, a fantastic big man who can score from anywhere.
Harris is one of the most efficient and focused players you'll find on the court. And it's funny, I actually think MP would have complemented Harris's game perfectly if MP had chosen Union Elite.
Now here's Diaz to halt the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And although he is a guard, Diaz, he's not bashful. He's trying his luck inside, and with these results, you see why he goes in there.
And it's good for 2.
They've been playing a very sound offensive game in the first half of action.
Yeah, the numbers back it up. They've been much better shooting tonight.
Now Harris, back to Diaz. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. Harris sets the pick. Here's Robert. Makes it off the glass. And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from MP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his footwork and his basketball IQ, but with how he really carries himself.
Fires in the triple.
Well, there's the hot hand, and then there's on fire. They're unstoppable right now.
I can see the flames of the fire. These individuals sometimes can put on runs like this, but an entire team, this is pretty rare.
Now here's Diaz. Back to Bird. Robert. Pass to Diaz. Now Harris. He's covered by Gov. Makes a 9-point spread. And he lays it straight in.
They're off to a scorching start offensively.
They've taken this game by the reins and are running out to an early lead.
Outside, Harris. Back to Diaz. Throws it up high. And it's Harris slamming it home. It doesn't take a lifelong scout to understand why Harris is a blue chip prospect. He has the ability to get it done on offense.
And what is so great about Harris is that he can attack the rim from multiple levels. That's almost required for primary option big men these days. And Harris is a perfect fit for that kind of role. And playing aggressive inside has paid off big, building a healthy lead.
The defense hasn't been able to mount a resistance. They're just getting trampled.
Now here's Diaz. Outside, Harris. Down low. The shot's good on the assist by Mitchell.
That's what the scouts want to see from Harris. Score it inside.
Diaz covering. Launches a 3. 6 for 6. He hasn't missed yet.
Jumping at it with a significant lead already.
Just dominating on both ends. Let's see if their opponent can mount any type of resistance.
Now here's Diaz. Bird outside. Robert. Mitchell outside. grab their own miss. And it's Harris slamming it home. And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris. Showing a lot of quickness right there. Tough to keep up with.
Outside Diaz. Now here's Bird. Tight defense on him. Off the mark with the little step back J. And it's in there.
That's tremendous transition passing. Straight to the bucket.
Here's Harris. A good finish at the rack. Back off the slick feed.
The man just makes plays. That pass is on point.
With the floater. Scoop to the hoop and in.
Silky smooth. Can't do it much better.
And you look at both of these teams. Some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
The pick from Harris. Now here's Mitchell, covered by Brock. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot, and he'll go to the line. Foul going on Jason Brock.
You look at how Mitchell focuses on maintaining his form there. He's not trying to let the foul distract him from the look.
And he gets both of them. They've built on a very nice lead.
And no signs of slowing down either, as far as I can tell.
The three. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10. Double-digit perfection.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. So effective at this point.
And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams, Joe, is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
Brandon Harris has such a nose for points. He figures out different ways to put the ball in the hoop.
Inside. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, it is fun watching him at the controls.
Just the way he creates for his teammates. Such a willing passer.
Pass to Robert. Mitchell. Returns it to Robert. Tipped. And here we go. Mills with the look. Lays it in off the break.
No question they're winning the speed game, guys.
There really has been a great flow to their offense, like an engine in a fine car. It's been humming.
Harris outside. To the middle. Polish. And he uses the glass on the layup. And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true, and it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it, but those who do will know each other from their experience here.
Outside, Harris. Back to Mitchell. To the paint. And it's Harris slamming it home.
It's so easy to see why Harris is so highly regarded. He can get the orange in the hoop.
To the inside. Banked in off the glass.
Simply feeling it tonight. Most everything falling in.
Mitchell with it. Pass now to Harris. And Harris draws the double. Inside. The shot's good on the assist by Mitchell.
A reliable scorer. He is such an asset for his team.
Guarded by Mitchell. That one drops for two.
Racking up those points in the paint. He's taking some pressure off his perimeter shooters.
Substitution, Union Elite. Lunes Diaz.
A difficult situation for Union Elite.
For High Flyers.
Now Harris, 14 points for him. And a whistle against Callahan. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
And Diaz. finds Bird. There's the three. That shot missing. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. High Flyers lead this one, leading by 17. And we step aside now for a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back for the second half as MP leads the High Flyers against Brandon Harris and the Union Elite. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago.
Hey, yo.
From deep, knocks down the triple.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Here's Diaz. Pass to Harris. Back to Diaz. There's a lob to the hoop. Stolen away by Gov. Here we go, one-on-one. The teardrop falls in.
A nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play, and then great bucket in transition.
That's how to play aggressive, attacking style of basketball.
Now here's Diaz. Pass to Harris. To the paint. Here's Bird. And it's rebounded by O'Neal. Here's the High Flyers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
They keep finding ways to pad their lead, and it just continues to grow.
All facets of their game are clicking. They look like a well-oiled machine out there.
Now here's Diaz. Bird, guarded by O'Neal. For three, it's Mitchell. And it's High Flyers with the ball. They lead by 24, their biggest margin of this one. Had a nice open look right there.
That is the kind of range that you want to see. O'Neal showing his value and pouring in a little three-pointer there.
And time called here, Union Elite.
He's had enough of all the interior scoring.
You nailed it, and I'm sure they're going to talk at length about limiting all the points that they've been giving up in the paint.
Pass to Robert. Will it go? The High Flyers grab the miss.
And now they're starting to panic a little bit as the drought just continues to worsen.
Time for some kind of leadership to step up and put a stop to this run.
And what a run they're having. They simply can't miss right now.
Seriously, this is amazing. Everything they're putting up is going down.
Now here's Diaz. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Down low. Here's Callahan. That one falls.
Right there, Callahan using his size against the tight D.
They need to stop this run.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different defensive look.
Now here's Bird. Expanding his range. That one doesn't drop. Screen by Gov. Sinks the tray.
Well, Danny, it's pretty obvious what they discussed at halftime.
Everything offensively has been perimeter-oriented.
And as great as a player as Harris is, he simply hasn't had the same impact as MP tonight, guys.
Oh, definitely. And we've seen what has set MP apart from the other stars in the WCBL. When things are falling for him, look out. He's just at another level.
And you can catch the D napping when you make a strong pass like that in transition.
They're having trouble creating any kind of offense.
And you can really sense them tightening up a little bit at this point. Oh, Diaz was fully committed to the drive. Turning on the Jets moving up the floor.
Takes the three. And another three for the Flyers.
Another smooth stroke. That's perfect form he's showing us at the three-point line.
Finds Bird. O'Neal with the steal. A one-on-one situation. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And now we're seeing them find their groove on offense in this half.
They've been the much more efficient team, chugging along nicely right now.
Now here's Diaz. He's guarded closely. Bird. And Callahan pulls it down.
He just doesn't look confident right now. And it's showing with how he's shooting the ball.
Out of rhythm in the worst way.
Number 5.
Now here's Diaz. Finds Bird. Outside for Diaz. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out. Union Elite will keep possession here.
Substitution for High Flyers.
Clock at 6. And here's Harris for 3. They need this. And the powerful one-hand slam.
And the second chance put back becomes a dunk we could feel all the way over here.
Such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
In life and in basketball, it's all about persistence. You never want to give up on a play.
Back to Mills. To the middle. Shoots it up. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Kicks it to Pagan. Now Harris. Back to Pagan. Here's the 3. And the ball goes out. Union Elite will keep possession here.
Substitution, Union Elite. Drew Robert.
Here's Robert. Outside, Harris. And Harris draws the double. Robert. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. And that's good. Brandon Harris knocks down the triple.
Not every big at this level can shoot, Joe. Brandon Harris is an exception and an exceptional shooter. Skills and size and 3 more points.
Kicks it to Walker. Second shot chance. And it's going to be 2 free throws through the contact on the shot.
The defender, a little over anxious there to Robert's benefit this time.
And the first.
Substitution for High Flyers.
Diaz covering. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Getting in close, always a great recipe offensively.
Finds Bird. The High Flyers grab the miss. And the layup's good off the glass.
Number 5.
He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
Picked him clean. And he jams it down with authority.
And all of that created off the turnover.
Tremendous anticipation on the defensive end, then the awareness to get the ball up the floor.
On top of that, the aggressiveness at the rim. What an excellent sequence.
With his ability to finish at the rim, they're looking to get him there.
Who's watching here?
Right side, Harris. Up top, Mitchell. Robert
2 minutes
finds
remaining in the
Bird.
game.
6
2
on the
minutes.
shot clock. Here's Mitchell. That one's off. Still out of sync. He gets it in there.
Basketball.
Ooh, the dime, courtesy of Mills. He's got a great feel for the floor.
And Union Elite with possession. Diaz with it. Pass now to Harris. And Harris draws the double. Bird tries again. And he lays it up and in.
Making the most of a close range look. Bird did not want to waste that shot.
On the wing.
From the line. Can't hit that one. Outside Diaz. Pass now to Harris. And a miss there on the triple. That one goes.
2 points.
Count it.
It's like Mills has a sixth sense when he's got a teammate open, like when I see Snacks on the pregame table.
And it's stolen by Dunn. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they have not let up. This is a statement victory.
Some might say they're running up the score. To me, it looks like they're just playing their brand of basketball.
Now here's Diaz. Finds Bird.
Get him, get him!
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. Instead, we'll have a jump ball.
Very quick hands on that steal. Great D.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Stolen by Bird.
High flyers foul. Second personal foul.
Now here's Diaz. The D right on him. Back to Harris. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
An impressive performance from the High Flyers in this one. You have to credit MP. He was an instrumental part of this win. You see the kind of potential that this kid has already.
Without question, Danny.
Move I did like.
Yeah, good game out there, man.
Thanks.
People are talking. If you could pull that off, that would be massive.
It's.
You ready, MP?
Mm-hmm. Welcome, everyone. It's the EYBL Showcase. We have a fantastic game full of young all-star talent from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And guys, what a great group we have here tonight.
Oh, we've got stars from all over the country, and they're all looking to leave a lasting memory in this one. I'm sure we'll be seeing some future faces of the sport here.
As you said, Danny, the future is going to be on full display here tonight.
And scouts will be very interested in this matchup, despite it being an exhibition game. When you have this much talent gathered together on the court, the basketball world can't help but notice. But what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
For the Nike EYBL All-Stars, future superstar Tyson Ice McCall has the keys to this offense with Lack and Cologne on the wings, and Robinson and Perchumpsey blocking down the paint. And representing the best of the best in the WCBL, the starting five begins with MP at the point. Devontae Mills will be the shooting guard. Carrington will keep their D busy on the wing, while Harris provides some punch at power forward, and a quiet assassin, Miles Thunderstone, is the anchor in the low post. Now here's McCall. Perchumpsey with the screen. McCall, no good. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor, it's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
Now here's McCall, just 5 on the clock. Pass to Cologne. Carrington with the steal. The floater, and he lays it up and in.
And this can be a difficult shot, but he pulls it off with ease.
Now here's McCall. He's tightly guarded. Cologne on the outside. McCall. Shot clock at 6. Perchumsey with the open look. That one rolling around and rims out. And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall. Currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K U250, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
Now here's Lack. Here's McCall.
Oh, wheeling that one in for 2. Some ice in the veins of McCall. Pun intended.
Launches a 3. Oh, yes. 5 up, 5 down for him so far. He's perfect.
They've come out fast and furious. This game already looks like a mismatch.
Sure, there's obviously plenty of time left to play, but this one's showing the early signs of what's usually a blowout.
Want to get yourself to the line? Attack on the interior.
Teams making a change here.
Substitution for West All-Stars.
And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure that it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
He didn't do anything fancy there, but he didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting points on the board, and I don't mean style points either.
Hey, still, there was some style there. It was a pretty sweet one-hand flush.
He is cooking something spicy from downtown. How many more threes can he hit today?
He's like an astronaut finding space out there, and he's in rhythm.
Now Leftos. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Plays it in off the break.
A superb pass to allow them to get behind defenders and to the hoop all alone.
Vlad Dermonenko on the wing. Back to Johnson. Pass to Leftos. Five to shoot. Johnson. From outside, it's off the mark. And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players, this has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes. 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels. He got hung up on a great screen and gave the shooter some wiggle room.
Yeah, for sure. If he sees any daylight at all, he's pulling the trigger.
Now Leftos. Will it go? And it's rebounded by Bishop. The WCBL on offense. They lead by their biggest margin of the game at 23 points.
Shooting it so efficiently right now. He's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half.
Timeout called by the EYBL.
Al Perchumsey. Drew Robinson.
Perchumsey outside.
Jason McCall.
Pass to Lack. Good three ball. Harris comes down with the board.
And they're desperate for a bucket.
They can totally feel it slipping away. Got to get a jump start for their offense.
First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Number 5. Shooting 2.
He's perfect so far from the line. Now McCall. He's got 19. Dermonenko outside. Up top, Black. Swings it to McCall. No good with the layup. And here they come. Basket counts.
2 points.
Offense and defense have really come together for them, helping to strengthen this lead.
They've taken absolute control of the action. Other team needs to get something going if they want to stay in this thing.
Now here's Dermonenko. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Harris with the rejection.
Hey, this is the authoritative defense you want to see from Harris. Stopping the shot cold with a confident swat. Simply feeling it tonight. Most everything falling in.
And the EYBL All-Stars with possession here. For Chumsey outside. McCall outside. Inside. Fades away. And he gets it to go.
That's the strategy. Give Prachumsky the ball and get out of the way. This big man knows what he needs to do inside.
McCall covering. The shot from the low post is good.
They sure aren't taking their foot off the gas pedal. They just keep adding to their score.
Well, it's never really a good idea to back off. Doesn't look like they're even crossing their mind to do that tonight.
Now here's Robinson. And that comes off the assist from McCall.
Gotta give credit. That was solid defense. But Drew Robinson was just better. High-level basketball.
Harris with the bucket.
His passing is locked in, even when the man is in motion.
And here's Dermonenko. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Outside, Lack. Prachumsky. Prachumsky drawing the double. 5 on the clock. McCall. No dice from the high post. For 3. And oh, he knocked it down for the buzzer beater.
What a humongous shot to cap their run going into the break. They finished off that half on a roll.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the WCBL All-Stars running away with it, and we'll get you right back to the action on the other side of the break. Thanks for joining us as we start up the second half of this exciting matchup. The best talent on display here in this one. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives.
Really left alone that time.
Showing off his range. Lack drained it like it was nothing.
And here's the West All-Stars. The kick out to Mills. There's the screen. Shoots over Lack. And it's Mills missing.
West All-Stars foul. Second personal foul.
Now McCall. He's got 19. Down low. Cologne on the outside. Swings it to McCall. Clock at 6. Cologne. And so it looks like EYBL All-Stars will retain possession here. And here's McCall. Prachumsky, covered now by Stone. Swings it to McCall. Cologne. Takes a 3.
Carrington's a very sharp defender. He has a lot of skills that make him a threat on that end of the floor.
Nails the three-pointer.
What a competitor. He's been looking for his shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Outside, McCall. Pass to Lack. 11 feet out. And Mills comes up with the board. Pushing it up. And yep, it's good.
There's a good-looking assist from the 3-and-D specialist Carrington. This team is so disciplined. No matter your best skill, everyone's expected to make the right passes for each other.
Now here's Prachumsky. Kicks it to McCall. Out to Cologne. Beyond the arc. They get the board. Perchumpsky knocks it down.
That was just sheer muscle on Perchumpsky's part. He simply wanted that rebound more than anyone else.
Now Harris, and he uses the glass on the layup.
He's been a huge catalyst for this offense here.
Now here's McCall. Defense right on him. Back to Lack. Takes the three. Here's Robinson. And another shot. That one drops for two.
Work hard on the offensive glass. Good things happen.
It's Harris with the drive.
When a powerful guy like Harris gets going, no one wants to try and cut him off. He just charged right in there.
Outside, McCall. Cologne. Returns it to McCall. Out to Cologne. 4 on the clock. Off the mark there with the three.
And you can't ask for a better look. It was almost too open from that time around.
And again, it's Brandon Harris.
That's what the scouts want to see from Harris. Score it inside.
And you look at the production of these two stars between MP and McCall, it's been all MP so far.
For all the hype we've heard about McCall's offensive ability, it's been MP putting on the show. He's come out of nowhere, and he's outshined one of the top recruits in his class.
So 1 for 2 at the stripe that time. And here's the West All-Stars. Out of bounds, that goes to the EYBL All-Stars.
Careless mistake.
Substitution for
McCall covering. Pass to Corrado. Now Chu. And the jam by Johnny Chu.
He sure knows how to make an impression with his throwdowns.
It's not a matter of if he's going to get to the rim. It's a matter of what he will do when he gets there.
This time, showing some style with the one-hand slam.
Here's Schroeder.
Eric Benish. Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the EYBL.
And the first one drops.
For 2.
That one falls, so he hits them both. Lets it go from 14. Outside, Tombo sinks it from distance.
That's what it's all about in this game. Making a play for your teammate.
McCall covering. 6 to shoot. Here's Chu. Lays it up and banks it in.
Creating opportunities for others the entire evening.
It's beautiful to watch. This is how basketball is supposed to be played.
Here's Tombo. Swings it to McCall. McCall draws the double. To the inside. Here's Schroeder. Out to McCall. They get it back. The three is up. He can't get that one.
Flat out inexcusable defense. They got lucky that he somehow missed that shot.
He knows he should have buried it with the defense being that lax.
And here's the EYBL. Dish to Tombo. Returns it to McCall. Now Tombo. McCall outside. That one doesn't go either for Tyson McCall. And he banks in the layup.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
2 minutes.
Outside, Tombo. Back to McCall. Dermanenko swings it to McCall. To the paint. Here's Perchumpsky. Nails the baby hook.
High percentage hoop. Pounding the rock inside.
So it's the West now. to the middle. Here's Benish. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Lead pass that keeps their offensive momentum flowing.
And here's the EYBL. Pass to Dermanenko. And that comes off the assist from McCall.
Nice delivery. McCall's their glue guy, if you will. On an EYBL team with so much individual talent, Ice keeps them all working together.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points right back.
Stepping up to the challenge and returning fire from three-point range.
Whoa, looks like we have a real battle from beyond the arc.
Outside, Tombo. Dermanenko. They double team McCall. Finds Schroeder. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And here's the West All-Stars. Out of bounds, that goes to the EYBL
All-Stars. Substitution for the EYBL All-Stars. Drew Robinson. Brian Cologne. Jonathan.
Now here's McCall. Not a lot of room.
Substitution for West All-Stars.
Launches it. The three-pointer goes.
Oh, another ice cube. That's what I'm calling his jumpers now. What do you think, Drake? Nearly automatic and lowering the temperature for his team, one shot at a time.
The EYBL All-Stars pull it in. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jonathan Lack draws the double. The baseline jumper. The shot that time, not on target. And he makes good on the layup.
He broke out the fancy finish for us right there, guys.
So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their talent in the win tonight.
What an upset we just witnessed against a very talented group. MP was...
All right, we're here with MP. Okay. But the matchup, everyone was
Turning into a really exciting season.
Well, hey, there he is. Hey, what's good, Tyson?
Okay. I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off, so I'm going to get right to it.
Bonjour, it's me, MP, and I'm coming to you live from France. And this is the very